get it. I don't get why she's in the background. And I also don't get why you clicked this video. Why are you watching this? Do you have something to do with your life? Get out! Get out! Now! Why are you watching this video? She's not funny. She's not amazing. She's not talented. What the heck? So, what I want you to do right now is turn off the video, go find something to do, and stop watching this. But, you know, we all gonna do what we want, aren't we?
Hello guys. So, tell me why it just seems like since I've been making this little video blog thing where I'm just talking about the stupid stuff that happens to me at work, that I've been running into more interesting people. So, today was pretty slow. I just kind of was taking care of putting stock up and everything, and some guy comes in, and he's with another associate talking about, oh, I can just plug anything in and play it? Oh, that's awesome. Woo. I'm like, okay. I didn't think nothing of it, but I swear to you, as soon as I walked over, it was like the worst timing in the world, because as soon as I walked over there, he looks over at me and goes, can you help me? Oh! Why is it that I have the worst timing in the world? I'm going to have to work on that. I swear to you. Automatically, I'm like, yeah, sure. I can help you out. That is not a problem, sir. And then, you know, they're like, oh, just try out one of the Marshall amps. I'm like, okay, cool. And pick out a guitar, go over with him, tune it up, and while I'm tuning it up, he's staring at me. The creepiest stare ever. One of those stares. One of those, like, I can't even explain that. There are, like, no words in my vocabulary to really describe that. So I'm playing, you know, I stood up because I'm thinking I'm about to hand this guitar to you so you can test it out, because it's way different if I try it out and you try it out. Not to mention the guitar that I picked, it was just a random guitar we had just broke out of one of the boxes. It wasn't anything that had already had a price tag on it. We'll get to that in a minute. So, playing the guitar for him, you know, he's like, oh, can you play for me? Because I asked him first, did you want to play anything? And he's like, oh, no, and please let me explain that throughout this whole conversation, he refused to answer questions the right way for me. And what I mean by that is, he's actually dancing around the question like everything that he is telling me he doesn't know the answer to. I continue on talking to him about the guitar. I'm playing a little bit, and then he's just staring me down the whole freaking time. So then he offered me to sit down next to him, and I'm like, I don't want to get stuck sitting here with you. I want to move away because, quite frankly, you're frightening me. Eventually, because he had me standing there so long playing for him, I decided to actually sit down next to him. And instead of being next to him, it's a lot different than being next to somebody and in front of somebody. So he had his seat facing this way, and my face is like right here. Not necessarily that close, but you get what I'm trying to say. He's getting into listening to me, and I was like, oh, well, you know, what instruments do you play? You know, trying to just take away some of the awkwardness that's going on right now. This is exactly what he did without over-exaggerating, and I swear to you, he did this. First off, what does that even mean? Like, some of everything? So that's what I said. I was like, some of anything? Some of everything you play? Now, a good liar would know exactly what to say. I mean, for crying out loud, the guy had keys on him and drumsticks. My first go-to thing for a lie to just stay with somebody if I just enjoyed looking at them because I thought they were pretty would have been, oh yeah, I play drums. Because guess what? I'm in guitars, and it kind of makes sense, like, oh, I've been thinking about getting in a guitar. Say something like that to me, okay? I mean, instead of not knowing what to say, instead of not knowing what to say, how do you not know what to say? I mean, anybody could have thought of a line really quick. Anybody. Right off the top of my head, I got that. That simple. People. Get your lies straight. At least I can appreciate a good liar. After that, you know, I'm trying to get away from him, so I handed him the guitar like, oh, I don't know if you want to play. I'm not just going to sit here and play the whole thing. And he's okay. If you really don't play guitar, why would you fake like you can play? What? So after him doing that, I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe I can get through with it. But I walked away. I stayed away for a second because I got caught up with a phone call. After getting caught up with this phone call, then I was like, okay, thank God I'm away from him. He'll probably just leave. Thank God I'll just leave. Instead, it seems like he's just really trying to get a date. So I had to mention to him so I didn't seem like a complete asshole. Oh, well, sir, you still need some assistance? Please, just let him leave me alone. God, please. I definitely need you back here. I ended up doing whatever the phone call needed me to do, and then I come back to him and sit down. So he starts talking to me about, you know, like you're trying to ask somebody out type of interests, and so what do you do? I'm like, oh, well, I play guitar, I write poetry, I write books, start getting into small things like that. I played trumpet 13 years. And then he just looks like he's so in love while he's sitting there, just... So I'm sitting there like, okay, when is this gonna end? Like, when is this gonna stop? Because this is getting a little bit ridiculous. So, what happened was, I played it for a little while longer, and he was just amazed at me playing simple things, like just G chord, E chord, A minor, stuff of that nature. Then I kind of played some things I wrote. Of course, I didn't tell him that, but I kind of probably... No, I did mention it. I mentioned it just because he kind of noticed. And then after that, I think this is going to be the one. I think this is going to be the one. He didn't ask me the price. Didn't ask me anything like that. Didn't ask for an amp. Didn't ask for any of those things. And then he tells me, oh man, you know, I want to get some of your info. Now, I did mention a YouTube channel, but we all know we don't want him to know about this because this is one of the things that I'm starting to do here. So, anyways, then when he asked for my information, he was kind of bummed when I wrote down my store work email and the work phone number because I guess I was supposed to give him my pen name and my cell phone number and stuff. And when I was playing guitar, you can obviously see that. So why are you sitting there and like, really? What is going on with this? Like, it's like the last guy. Just keeps getting weirder. Yeah, but as soon as I handed him the paper with like the store crap on it, and he's like, oh, I was looking for... Okay. I'll give you a call back. Alright. And then he finally left, so... That was the end of that, but it was just awkward to sit there with him and have him staring in my